deviation from your blood pressure, deviation from the mean, okay, for your blood pressure, for example. If you're one standard deviation away, don't see a doctor. Odds are he's going to harm you more than help you. If you're 4 standard deviation away, see 5 doctors, okay, and take twice the medicine they give you. You see the idea? So when people tell me, how do you go to the doctor? I tell them, I don't go to the doctor except when I'm very ill. So it is disproportionate to deviation, you see? And this, I came to the intuition while writing my book, Fooled by Randomness. In Fooled by Randomness, I said the news, okay? Every day you open the newspaper, you have almost the same size. You agree? All right, so, but I said, I was in finance. I said, I have more information. When the market moves 10 standard deviation, I have 1,000,000 times more information than when the market moves 1 standard deviation. So the newspaper got to be 1,000,000 times longer to be rational, you see? So this is what at least, okay, they don't even make them twice as long, you see? So it should be like a thick newspaper with information, and effectively should allocate your time to read the news 1 minute per month, normal time, and 4 hours on days where something happens, okay? If you're very ill, okay, cancer or something of the sort, believe me, it is, you need hyper-intervene, you see? And it's the same thing about anything, which is the more the gravity of the circumstances define it. So, and let me give you a simple example that happened to me. If you go to a doctor for something unnecessary, like I had sciatica problem. I don't know if you know sciatica, it is a big problem, all right? And you need to, okay, so I went to the doctor. He wanted to operate. Okay, operate and so on. I said, okay, it's impossible to do anything else. That was 5 years ago. So, you know, you have to operate. And then look at it. Sciatica happens to a lot of people, all right? So, but you look at data, 6 years later, there's no difference whether you have an operation or not. So it happened after, you know, I scheduled the operation, and then I went to Switzerland. And they told me, don't hike. I told them, I said, don't hike at all. Okay, I went, I had lunch up the top of the mountain, and I got drunk, like all these people, they drink in Switzerland. And you know, alcohol comes to you faster. So all these happy Swiss people drunk for a big lunch and a huge meal, you walk down the mountain, right? A 5-hour walk down. I walked down the mountain 5 hours. The next day, everything ached in my body, and my sciatica problem was gone. Never came back, right? And then still but what is the lesson from this? Okay, and this is beyond the anecdote. There is scientific evidence. The following: every time you do a small intervention, you have what I call iatrogenics, harm done from medicine. Okay, and iatrogenics are the same whether you have a life-threatening or non-life-threatening disease. So let me take. Had I gone, every time you go into an operation room to get operated on, you have 1 in 10,000 chances of leaving the gene pool, all right? Yeah, really, 1 in 10,000 chances of death, okay? You have 1 in 250 chances of permanent morbidity. You have 1 in 3 chances of hospital germ. You have 1 in 2 chances of some encountering some very unpleasant hospital staff, all right? And then you have 100% chance of boredom, all right? So you add, okay, so if you add all of these, you'd realize that if you have intervention for moderate diseases, we should treat it as something concave. If your intervention for moderate diseases, you shorten life expectancy. Okay, aha. The data came to me, and I was attacked by the New York Times, and right after now it became the norm when I said in it that we have data from mammograms. You see? Let me give you the idea of if the condition is mild, the odds are you're vastly more likely to die from the medicine than from the disease, okay? If the thing is big, no. So put, you know, the benefit is like this. The risk is like this of dying. So let me talk about mammograms. It was discovered that females who had mammograms in Norway, would have excellent data, did not have any increase in life expectancy, actually they have even a decrease in life expectancy over those who didn't. Why? Because once you have a mammogram, discover a tumor, you're going to operate. If the tumor is going to kill you, you increase life expectancy, you see, minus that 1 in 10,000, one of this, one of that, okay? So let's say that you have 1 in 6,000 equivalent probability of dying from treatment. Do you agree? So you need to have a pretty high, all right, risk of death from a tumor to kill you, all right? But now they were discovering tumors that normally would stay dormant because they're not going to kill you. So they realized there was a drop in life. So when the tumor is small, the medicine kills you more than a tumor. You see, but when you see a tumor, oh, I have cancer, and so on, you call your mother, that kind of thing. You get the idea. You're going to have to overreact. So which is why we should have methods in medicine that are convexity-based in treatment. But the doctors don't yet understand too much second-order effect. So this is to answer. Intervention in any domain, in complex domain, should be disproportionate to harm. Up to some level, you do nothing, all right? Beyond some level, you overreact. People don't realize how toxic it is. I mean, it's not like 1 in 10,000 for how toxic it is to have cancer treatment. Cancer treatment are the prime cause of cancer. Yeah, if you have radiation therapy, okay, you multiply by 200 your chance of cancer in that spot. Like if you have throat cancer, you have throat radiation therapy, you have a huge increase in second tumor in the same spot. All right, 20 years later. Okay, now if it's unavoidable, you got to do it. You see the idea? But if the thing is small, in situ carcinoma, you have different stuff. So this is how to look at these things in a nonlinear way. And this is generalized to a lot of things. Like in the markets, let people get in trouble and only bail them out when it's very, very bad for the economy. You see, not like systematically bail out so it fragilizes the system. Likewise with your children, all right? Let them get in trouble and don't help them for small things, help them for big things, that kind of stuff. And you can generate rules.
That shall be the end of the wonderful Q&A session. We would now like to invite Mr. Wan Wee Pin, Deputy Director of Engagement Division from National Library Board, to present Professor Talib with 2 of the latest publications from the NLB. Thank you. May we have a big round of applause again for Professor Talib for gracing us on this occasion.